Right. Okay, this next door. Where is Mr. Kira? Kieran, where are you? There he is, Kieran. Right, I wanted just to wait because this is my new house. Right. And we're gonna buy it, right? I've got 25,000, it better be okay for that price. 10,000, okay. New house purchase. So let's just... Ooh, that was tight. Now, how much can I... 40 items I can store in there. That's just like me, that is. I would have a chair that close to the TV. That's just like me. That's my house, that is. Kitchenette over there. I'll go in there. What the fuck is this? Bed. The house looked way bigger from the outside, right? I guess it's actually quite small. It's mostly garage, isn't it? Garden all. Well, that's a crappy sofa out there. Oh, you can go in through that door. Axe. Right. Okay. Right, Kieran, we've got to do a few things in this. Now, we're in District East Black Elk, right? Which, if I click it, it's that area, right? And then west is that part, yeah? And village is this first part that we've already done. I got to level 42 in the first part, so we can do everything, right? But as we do different things, you see this. Blueberry Village, tier 5 auctions for 3, you can buy a house, tier 2, and buy pawn shop. We can buy the pawn shop in this new section by getting to level 30. So we're going to get to level 30 ASAP. We need 8 levels, right? So, we need to be not in village people because, well, if we just... all of these east ones. So anything that says junkyard, we're going to. So let's get going. Now, junkyard is down here. Now, what we want to do is take the expensive items So if something is not worth 200 quid or more, we're not taking it. And the reason I say this is because you get more XP, right, for the ones that are more expensive, right? So we're speedrunning, right? Especially if it's big and bulky, right? If it's small and not too expensive and we can fit it in the truck, then that's just fine. Right. But the reason I'm playing this, Kieran, is because there's been 30 new items added to the game, right? So there's 30 new things to find. 10,000 for that house was not too bad. And there's also a feature that I didn't realize there was even a feature, is when you're inside the container, it tells you how much you paid, right? And it tells you how much profit you're making. So you see here, value cost. So if I do this, value $2. If I fix it, $7. There's nothing else in there, but that's good because I can put small items in there. So that's 194 now. Another 99. That table's 145. That's my lower limit. If it's bigger than that and not as high price as that, I'm not taking it. Like this water boiler, there's not really any point because look, it's so big. Hey, it's a baby shark. Baby shark, shark, doo 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 doo. That's so cool. 235 value. So we're already at 1,090. See, look, this is the exact sort of item I'm not taking. And this is toy symbols, but it's actually a xylophone. Like this chair, I guess it's not too big. See, this says it's a football. It's the first time I've seen that. That might be one of the new items. Is that voice message Kieran you singing Baby Shark? It better not be. See, this bed, there's no way I'm taking that. And that table, I'm not taking that. So, I'm going to take this box. Put that in there. Because that box I'm going to use for the next auction, right? And then I go over here. And I sign up for the next auction. So we're basically doing 3 auctions here, all on the same day. See, the items don't look too big in here.
Okay. Come on. Come on. Vamos. Come on. Venga. Okay. Hey.
If we get this for $329, that's a bargain. Because the last one cost us $800. But obviously we left the bed and the boiler and a table. So let's... I'm taking my box with me. So you see here, this is worth 20 quid, but I can fit it in the box. So I take it. I'm not running back to the truck. Right. The Halloween pumpkin is worth a lot when it's fixed. Here. I don't want the table. Wine. Wine is 213. That's quite valuable. That exercise bike, I don't want that. Okay, that's only worth 91. Now that chest is locked. Military meal. I saw this before. This is not new. Put it in my box. Like here, I'm not bothered if I don't make a lot of profit. We're in double money, but I'm not going to identify something I'm not taking, if you get me, right? But the good thing about the locked chest is that I'll be able to put that in first and put this other chest on the top. So you see, I'm leaving kind of like the bulky stuff. Right. We're signing up to the last auction here. So 3 auctions, 1 truck, right? It's almost like 2 girls, 1 cup, yeah? Three auctions, 1 truck. Now, that does look like there's a poker table at the back there. They're quite expensive, so I will be taking that.
Yep.
Now, you might think it's going to take a while to level up, yeah? 8 levels. We haven't got any levels so far. But you just wait. I'll show you how we level up. Because you don't level up here. 342. 402. Yep. Alright, 402. Not too bad. Oh, bugger. You know what just happened? I opened my chest and everything flew everywhere. Now, if I remember what was in it, that military helmet was in it. The bottle of wine was in it. The jumping rope was in it. The military flashlight was in it. The toy keyboard was in it. Halloween witch cable was in it. Ooh. That saucepan lid was in it. Them toy symbols was in it. Right. That table can get the fuck. This was in it. That table can get the fuck. I want this poker table. Right, what is this? Old gas pump. Yeah, we'll probably be able to fit that. The Halloween spider's worth quite a bit. Gas tank's worth bugger all. The book can fit in the chest. That office cabinet's worth 400. Right, here's another locked chest. We can get the office cabinet in there. And then we can get the gas pump in there. We can clean up the poker table. You see it's worth 400. Something like that. An urn is here. I don't know if that was going to fit in the box. Pretty much. Oh, bugger. And we're off. Right. So first, you go to the locksmith. Now, what I'm going to do with the locksmith is I'm just going to drop off. If we can get there before 9 o'clock, that is. Speed run. It's 8:32. Took a wrong turn. It's good because this truck does over 120. $8.44, we're cutting it short. Let me in. Good. Right. Okay, bye. Ooh. Right, now we need to go home because it's too late to go to the pawn shop, right? And our house is there. Okay. So the pawn shop is just down here. So you park outside. Now, it's closed until 9 o'clock, right? But you see up the top, we're level 22, right? 808882, right? We can spend this time to listen to Kieran's voice message.
Baby shark doo 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 doo, baby shark doo 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 doo.
I knew it. Where is that baby shark? Oh, there it is. Do you reckon it's actually a shark? It's kind of weird. Seems like a shark. That does not want to stay in there, does it? So this is going to open in literally 10 seconds. You sell everything to this guy. We're level 22. Watch this. Level 23. Now, apparently, I've got another chest. But I just haven't verified it. Now then. We need to get to level 30, but now we go to the locksmith. Because he has bare stuff unlocked for us, right? Bare stuff. And he puts them over here. We only want to open one of them. Because we want to verify what is in it. So a comic book worth 222. A drill worth 58. Now I opened these. And I repair them. Now then. Toy space helmet. The reason I move it between boxes is because then I know that I've checked everything. Old book. So that chest was kind of Dan's game. Medallion. There'll only be 3 items in each chest. That's another comic book. And this one looks like it has a silver bangle. Another silver bangle. I'm not seeing anything else in there. And then I take these items to the pawn shop. Now it says that we're level 4, but when I move into the other area, the level will change, right? So now we're level 23. Now, I'll be able to buy this pawn shop soon. That'll be hacks, because it's huge. So here's me selling everything. That's literally level 24. Now, we check what auctions there is today. Now, there is a level 5 auction back in the original area. So we're going to do that. And you see my gas level is pretty low, so we need to get gas. Now, I can get stuff from this other auction and then take it to that other pawn shop. That's hacks. Now, level 5 auctions are very full and expensive. There's a pool table and there's an arcade machine back there. We'll want to get as much as possible out of this one. This will cost us quite a bit of money because it starts at like 1,000.
Okay. Okay. Come on.
Hi.
Come on.
Vamos.
Okay. Come on.
Venga.
Like, they're gambling a lot on this.
Aquí.
Yep.
2,700. That's how much value we'll get to. Right then. The arcade cabinet is worth over 600. The mountain bike is worth 800. Let's throw that in the truck. In the chest is a hand sculpture, a bowl, and a handgun. Right. Wind chime. Get that in there. Old telly. It's 150 though. Pretty sure I don't want that sofa. We want this tentacle because it's worth a lot. That's worth 500. Another bowl. A bow. That's worth 300. A silver bangle is worth a couple of hundred. Lawn chair is worth 400. I'll take that. Pirate scarf over 200. Pogo stick 300. Medallion 500. A dagger 550. An old book. It's worth 13, bugger all though. Another lawn chair. And another lawn chair. Wooden lady. That medallion's worth 300. Pumpkin worth 150. This one might get us a couple of levels. Another pogo stick. It's because the value is the amount of XP, right? Japanese statue. 237. Necklace. 94. Chessboard. 46. Old wine. 219. Right. Right, I want to get this arcade cabinet and the pool table in here somehow. No, don't bounce around. The pool table is worth 800. It's in. Yep. Fuck. Huh, whatever. Oh, bugger. The pool table fell off, but that's going to fall off now as well. Ah, right, Vinny. You've got sharp nails. Right, we need to head now back to that pawn shop in that other place. And hopefully we can make bare cash. Our truck is full. What? What? Did you see what happened, Kira? How did we get from there to there? What? That was bollocks. It's actually a long way. Because we're running through the desert now. That's really weird, right? That was actually so weird. Annoying and weird. Because we've still got some distance to go. Like, we're not even halfway there. I reckon this area might be used for, like, barn finds later on. There's a barn over there. Like, I didn't even know this area existed. Can you drive there? No, is the answer. That was a pretty bad glitch, because I want to get into this place before it gets to 9 o'clock. You can't walk through there. Wait, are we out of bounds? What? We might be screwed. Yeah, I can't run that way. Oh, bugger. I'm seeing that road is getting quite close. Yeah, we're kind of out of bounds again. I need to get up this hill somehow. So if we're on this road and there's a fence, I think we're out of bounds. I can't go anywhere close to that fence. It won't let me. So we got kicked out of bounds. So if I unstuck. Oh, I'm across the road from my car now. Right, we actually got back in bounds. Fucking hell. That was weird. That was trippy. Right, we're level 23. Where can we get to? Level 25. That's not bad. Okay. That was so weird, wasn't it, Kieran? Kicked out of bounds. I don't know if we can get to level 30 before I need to go, so I think that we ought to, like, save here, I reckon. But you see that I went from 22 to 25, so it doesn't take long to level up if you can get hold of some expensive items, right? And I just want to show you, I'm still in this Discord. There's still 20 people online that don't talk in this Discord, even though I did at everybody, right? And here there's just bots, right? So it's a fake Discord then, right? It's literally a fake Discord. Weird, right? Okay, so let's see if we can find a quick game to mess about with, right? In the store. How do you get... I think my controller's dropped on the floor down. Thief Simulator for 167. That's such a bargain. Game Dev Tycoon. That's a good game. A lot of these I already have, right? They always put the same kind of games on special, don't you reckon? Electrician Simulator is down to £2. Let's play some of that, right? This game's really well done, this game. So we're performing a 13.7 gigabyte download in like as soon as possible. It reckons there's a minute to go. Kieran, I want to show you the hard drive that I want to get, right? Not this one. PCI Express 5, yeah. Two terabytes. Now, there's none that are by Western Digital, because they're not doing that yet, right? Now, you see here, this is PCI Express 4, yeah. How is that possible when we're in PCI Express 5? So that's poorly placed, right? PCI Express 5, 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 PCI Express 4. What the fuck? That's a scam, don't you reckon? Now, you see this? 2 terabytes for 343, 4 terabytes for 349. But it's all to do with the speed. You see this? 14,500. I'd rather it's 4 terabytes. So if we do this kind of speed and then low to high, and then the first one that pops up with 4 gigabytes, this one, I don't want to pay 500. Okay, if you didn't get that and you got this, what's the first one that's 4 terabytes? This one. Okay, this will be the one, right? It's PCI Express 4, but that doesn't matter. So with this, I'll be able to pay $339.98 divided by 3. 113.33 3 times. So I'm not going to get it this month, but I'm going to get it next month, because I'll have finished paying my microphone and screen at that point. I don't want to take another PayPal pay in 3 until I've finished. But this is the exact one that I want to get, right? So let's add that to my basket. Now, do we want to get a moose? Stop hiding everything. This is the kind of mouse that I like. This is the kind of mouse that I've got right now, yeah? £27. And if we go to here, it's updating the firmware of my mouse, right? Do not unplug your mouse. Okay. Okay. And there's actually an update for this software. If this tells me that it's open, I'm gonna laugh. Because you click the update from inside the program, so it has to be fucking open. Do you see what I mean? I will decide later suck my balls. But anyway, Harpoon RBG Pro. This is the mouse that I've got, right? This is the keyboard that I've got, right? This is the K65 RGB Mini, right? Now, what is that, right? So this here, Corsair Harpoon RGB Pro. This is the one I've got, right? £27. But I wanted to get a spare one in case it breaks, right? Because it's bound to break at some point, right? But if I do this keyboard is this. That's a wee bit for a keyboard, don't you reckon? Yeah. Wouldn't you say? But you see, it doesn't have F keys. That's gay, isn't it? Right. And my other one didn't have F keys. In fact, what's the point of just showing you this? Why don't I just turn on the webcam like this and show you? This is the shitty keyboard, right? And I'm pointing to F6, and you see that F7, there's nothing there. So this doesn't have any higher than F6, right? This Corsair one, which you can see is the one on the screen, has the F keys, but they're sort of like down here, and you have to press Fn to get it, right? You can't really see. You can know. You see that? Right? I love this keyboard. Do you know why? Because you can take out the cable. And it's a tiny little thing. Right? It did have a sticker on the back because I wanted to open it and I tried to take it off. But it's a good keyboard. But you need to make sure that you don't wear out this cable, like wiggling it too much. That's the main thing. Now, I can even, from this program, I can set the lighting on the motherboard from here. Do we do that? Now, so, let me just show you what we're dealing with. I'm just moving the Can you see inside my PC, Kieran? Inside my PC, the stream, right? So I'm going to go on this and see if we can change some of these colors. So let's see. Temperature. Now, ignore the RAM, which is here. Ignore that. You're like looking over there, right? Now, it's set to be on colors, right? So device settings, what can we do? Sensor for the CPU. Let's just do preset, this one. What if I do color pulse? What does that do? Color shift. Rain. I'm not seeing much happening. Are you seeing much happening? What about up there with these higher fans? If I did rainbow. It's not really doing very much, is it? The most boring stream ever, Kieran, don't you reckon? There's even like RGB here on the fucking graphics card. It's hard to see because the camera's not picking it up properly, right? But there's RGB on those fans and there's RGB on the RAM, but the RAM is so intense. Like, do you see what I mean? Is your RAM like that, Kieran? I can show you what it is. It's somewhat like this. It's these. You see where there's that like black logo in the middle? If like I zoom in like bare distance, you can see. You see that logo in the middle? It's the same one. You know what this is resting on? Bear Heroes. And inside is a huge tube of Smarties. But do you notice something weird? Why is there Snickers in there? How is that possible? Snickers is not part of that. And I can tell you why, right? Because Mumsy got celebrations and she doesn't like Snickers, so she put them in my box. Hacks, right? Right. That mouse is pretty cheap though, for £27. The reason is because the dogs, they can knock it off my table and they might chew the cable, right? That's the problem. If they chew the cable to the keyboard, I can just use a new cable, right? So the keyboard is actually fine, but the mouse, the cable is attached. So yeah. You want to see something weird as well, right? If you go to components and you do GPU AMD, right? This GPU, the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, right? Look at this. 24 gigabytes, 899, right? Now, if I go to whoa. Vinny, stop licking my eyes. I want you to see this. The performance is 31,000, yeah, for this, right? if I put in RTX 4070 Ti, it's the same. Like, it's almost a head scratch, right? It's exactly the same. So mine is, well, it's actually more. Their one is 1047 and this is 8. So my graphics card is better than anything that AMD make. Right? Now then, if I was to put NVIDIA gaming and I was to look to a 4070 Ti, do you see how that this is less than the AMD one? Right? You see that, right? Because their one was 899, yeah? Right? So, what about if you was to get a 4080 or 4080 Super or a 4090? Look at this. 1,500. That's a refurbished though, yeah? New is like this. But what do you get for this money, right? So you go back to here and you put 4090. You always go by these numbers. 38,000. You barely get 8,000 more. That's not a lot, is it? For an extra £1,000. So I maintain that my one's not bad, right? And then if you was to do 4080 Super, the 4080 Super is halfway, right? Yeah. So predict the price of a 4080 Super. The 4090 is 1,749, and the 4070 Ti is 800. It's going to be somewhere in the middle, right? I would say about 1,400. And it's only 900. That sounds like a bargain for the extra 4,000 points, wouldn't you say? So at the moment, I would say NVIDIA GPUs are good value, right? Versus the AMD offering. And we're just looking at AMD's best one that they do, which is not that good. Yeah. Like, if you go to a more shitty one, like the 7800 XT, it's only £400. You're not going to get much graphics card for £400. Are you? Not really. We can check the power of that. So 7800 XT, how shit is it? 24,000. Now that sounds, because it's 6,000 less than mine, but it's only 400 quid. That's not bad, not really. Like, the price of that's probably okay. In fact, they're refurbished. The new one is only 464, dude. Anyway, the thing is, the NVIDIA 5000 series is coming out very soon. So, they're making new graphics cards, Kieran, when literally their mid-card, the 4070 Ti, is faster than anything that AMD make. That is insane that they're releasing another set of graphics cards that's going to be even faster. So basically, it sounds to me like AMD are about to get deleted. Don't you reckon? Like, they're saying that they're going to... Well, they're suggesting here that the new 5090 is going to be $2,500. That seems expensive. Anyway, I don't think my graphics card is slow. I'm not planning to upgrade anytime soon. But I just want you to see the state of play of what's going down, right? AMD is sort of trying to stick to the mid-level stuff. Like the majority of their graphics cards, where is it? Ooh. The majority of their graphics cards are these 6,000 ones, right? These are their main ones that they're trying to sell, and these are like the expert ones up here, right? So if you were to go to any of these, like the RX 6750 XT, I bet you this is like 200 quid or less. 300 quid. But this is probably Dan's game, right? 6750 XT. Let's see how performance that is. 20,000. Okay. Now, you see these numbers, right? Vinny, stop licking my ear. It's annoying. If I was to put GTX 750 Ti, right? You used to have this, right? This was 3,900 points. That's a lot short of where we are these days, wouldn't you say? And before as well, I had a AMD 4560. I had this a long time ago, right? The HD 4650, look at this. 200 points. Right? And I also had this as well, right? The Intel... Stop licking my ears, Vinny. Stop it. That's not what I'm looking for. In fact, I think that's too shit for it to even come up on the list. Dell B130. You see this laptop? Yeah. I used to have one of these. Windows rating 1.0. That's pretty fucking low, isn't it? How much RAM? 1 gigabyte. Oh bugger. But what it did have is what I wanted, which it had a DVD drive. That was important. And along this side, it's only got the 3 USB ports. That's all you get, right? It's very old, that computer. You get what you see in the picture. And that's all you get. You get what's in the picture. So you see here, the one at the back here is the B130. This black one here, right? But there's all these other ones with loads of little other like stickers and shit. But you see they're all Windows XP laptops. That means that they're 20 years old. So the 8000, the 2600, the 2000, here, the B130, yeah, was released in 2005. And it's 2025 very soon. So it's 20 years old, that laptop. However, they've got it here running Windows 7. That's crazy. But it came with 256 megabytes of RAM, but you could upgrade it to 1 gigabyte or 2. Here, this is the what I wanted to check the graphics. The Intel GMA 900 with 128 megabytes of graphics. You can laugh at this all you like, Kieran, but check this, right? This graphics card can play Far Cry, right? Now, this is in 2005, yeah? If I close other tabs, Far Cry release date, you see this? This laptop, although shit, could play the new best game, right? We've played this before on Steam. Far Cry 1, right? Is there any screenshots? Bugger. But you know the game, right? Check out the hard drive space. 40 gigabytes. If I just typed this, yes, is this the one? Ah! Here you go. Intel Media Accelerator HD. It's pretty much the same. 109 points. Whoa. Right. $109 points. What about NVIDIA 8800 GT? 479. That was a really fast graphics card when it came out, right? Like, I could show you eBay, right? This is a bit of a banging card. Like, it's not exactly small. Look at the size of that cooler, right? You see this? And bare chips, right? That card only gets 479 points. What is the absolute best? So the only one. Do you know what's funny, Kieran? This makes me laugh, and this has been tested, right? Yeah. The 4070 Ti, right? My graphics card. 31,822 points, yeah? So 32,000, right? These are all the same. And the 4090D is the Chinese version, right? How the fuck is the 4070 Ti Super less and more money? Is that a scam? If it's a Ti Super, you'd expect that to be hacks, right? Do you understand? That's a scam if I ever fucking saw one. We're going to call it a Ti Super, raise the price to £800 and make it more shit. Fuck the 4070 Ti Super, right?
Super.
There's nothing fucking super about that. You bastards. But do you see how there's no competition from AMD? Yes, this card does kind of match this bottom end mid-range one, right? But the 80 and the 90 are running away by themselves. The 4070 only getting 26,000. That's pretty fucking low. Like, you have to go down here to see these Radeon ones, right? I maintain the one that I've got, the 4070 Ti, right, at 749 price is the most performance for the least amount of price that you can get, right? And it's fucking fast. It does 4K. It plays all my games in 165 FPS. Any game. No lag, right? So literally I'm paying £3 per 1 FPS. That's fine. I can live with that. £3 per 1 FPS. Right, Kieran, I gotta go now because I need to go to work in the morning. Okay, bye. But that was a kind of a fun stream. But I like to talk about computer parts. But you can see here, you don't even need to start Googling AMD. You can see that they're not worth getting. It's just not fast enough. And it costs $849. That's just so stupid. What are they trying to do? I do think that the 4070 Ti Super is such a scam, though. What are the bollocks?